So this is Hollow and Voltaic's playlist. I just picked it up the other day, and this is brutal, man. I play on quite a low sense, so it's very difficult for me, as you can see. Let me just focus a minute. There we are. Come on, you fucker. Just breathe. So the way this playlist works is it does the same exercise 3 times. So there's not that many exercises, or maybe there is. I've only done it once. But you end up doing the same one 3 times. And although it's a ball ache, and in some ways it's annoying, I'd rather do different things. It's quite useful because it gives you a chance to settle into the rhythm of the task. So what you should see is 813 as a score here. Next time I do it, in theory, it'll be slightly more. Let's hope. That was my high score, actually. I did that while gassing. Let's see how we do this time. I'm just going to focus now. Did this for the first time yesterday. And then I went into Apex afterwards and hit some good shots. Although you wouldn't think it. I actually started this playlist not too long ago. I've only been aim training for a few weeks. And I noticed how crazily fast this was, and I just thought I do not have the ability at that point to do it. So what I did was create my own custom playlist, and that was crap. Create my own custom playlist to get me into the aim training zone. I got better at that and bored of that subsequently. And I moved on to this one again, thinking that I again would hate it. But I really enjoyed it yesterday, so let's see if we can improve on that score today. I'm doing this on my lunch break, actually. So I don't play any games where the people move this fast, so it's a good one to do, because it means when you play against slower targets, they're generally easier to track. They can't be much harder than this. So the next exercise we do will be slightly different. Let's see how we go. Oh, you bastard. You want some? I'll give it you. And that was almost my high score, so it's not too bad again. So we're on to a different one this time. Let's see how we do here. You'll watch me cock this up now. Oh, I don't like this one. Although I can see the value in it, so we go... Boop, boop. Pop, pop. You fucker. There we are. Just starting to... What I notice with aim training is I sometimes hold my breath without realizing it. Come on. You bastard. I'm normally not talking to myself either. can see how this would improve your ability to flick and track. How did I do? 152, not great. Let's see. Sort of in between my average and my high score. Let's focus this time. Oh. Let's focus, come on, focus. Let's make this a good one. Get destroyed. Up, up, up. Oh, you bastard. Up, up. Back. I hit the wrong one then. You can see why I find this so satisfying sometimes. So I do play on quite a low sense. See, 176, I think that is my new high score. So do it one more time, and then we'll go on to the next exercise. And this AIM Labs routine is very long, but you can see the benefit, hopefully, of... Oh, come on. Doing the same exercise 3 times. Come on. Die, die, die. Oh. Up. And then not a very good score there. So on to another different task. We'll see what this one is. I don't mind this one. It's very slow, which is great. This is much more within my comfort zone. See if we can get a high score on this today. You'll notice in a second it gets skinnier. I'm going to try not to distract myself by thinking of things to say. Just getting faster again, trying to just smooth out my aim. You can see I'm probably gripping the mouse too tight there. The real twat I am. Come on in. God, if you were a caustic in Apex, you'd be A, dead, B, much fatter than that. You fucking playing with a little tricksy wraith now and then. Here we are. Trying to stay with it as best I can. What's my score? 3,000. What's my average? Oh, not very good. Let's try again. Concentrate. This is it. Trying not to grip too hard on the mouse because my grip gets more, my aim gets more shaky, but also trying very hard not to look like a complete chump. Ooh, bending my arm in unnatural ways. This is the challenge of being a wrist aimer. I assume that's a term that we use in the AIM community. There we are. So you can see how this would prepare you. That's literally exactly the same score. A twat. Come on. Try harder. Less talking. Right, silence for this one. Just remember to breathe. Hopefully that was better. Oh, 3 points more. Fucking hell. Suck a dick. So, let's see what this one is. I think this is one where you just follow. Yeah, you just follow like this. It's really good for practicing your tracking. And obviously in the games I play, which is Apex, you end up with lots of people flying around. So this is a really useful one for trying to beam them out of the sky. Those Valkyries, the Octane jump pads, all of those things. Oh, you can see, God, my aim. It's me talking. My sense is so low that I struggle to fit this on my mouse pad. I'm at an effective DPI of 800 basically, so 800 DPI on sensitivity of 1 on Apex, which is very low, but it works for me. Doesn't look like it works for me here, but 845. Better than my average, but still not great, so we've got 2 more attempts to beat that high score. I'm confident we can do it. I do have to remind myself to breathe when I do this. I concentrate so much. Some people could do this in their sleep, but not me. Is it me or is it getting faster? Slow down. I'm going to ruin my score, which I don't want to look away to check. Hopefully it's better at this point than the last round. So I've mentioned my sensitivity. What was that? Oh, look at that. Okay, now. New high score. I'll take that. I've mentioned my sensitivity a bit. I've got a mouse pad which is 60 centimeters by 40 centimeters, so it's massive. That doesn't mean it's great trying to track stuff that go all the way around you with a really low sense. You can probably tell when I'm having to pick my mouse up and move it. Definitely having more success now that I'm not running my mouth as much. There we are. Just imagining that Octane flying through the sky after stealing all my loot. And I can shoot him in the butt as he tries to escape. Yeah, there we are. Didn't beat my new high score, so this is a different one. I like this one a lot, I think, if it's the one I think of. If it's the one I think it is. Oh, come on. Yeah, I like this one. I think the thing with doing the same routine 3 times in a row is it gives you a chance to learn a little bit the behaviours of the things you're trying to shoot. Which means that generally by the third go, oh you bugger, 214 was my average, was my high score. Oh, pick it up, don't be shit, pop, don't be shit mate, don't be shit, ah, fuck you now. Some sort of lag there. I can't imagine anyone's gonna fucking watch this video up to this point. So the fact that I'm still talking as if you are is hilarious to me. 229. That was... oh, come on. Alright, no talking this time, let's focus. What? What? Finished. How did I do that time? What? I was awesome yesterday. How the fuck? How did I be so bad today? As if my recording didn't even capture any of my talking, in which case I can't imagine this is very fun for you to watch. And it might just be useful. 149. Oh Jesus. Come on. Stop messing around. shoot faster. Despite this looking very frustrating, I do find this quite good for my concentration in terms of I don't focus on anything this much outside of the game world. That was even worse, look. Bringing my average score down. Come on, Em. Let's go. Up. Some sort of visual effect, I think, to show me when I've hit one. This round feels slightly better than the last two. There we are. Not completely awful. Onto a different kind of task now. Let's see if I can add a visual for hit markers. Where are we? Effects, graphics. Player damage on bullet impact. On. Why is it not showing when I? Okay, maybe it doesn't have it. So this is another difficult one. Fairly similar. Oh my god. I think someone's at the door. Amazon. Lovely job. Let's try and... Amazon salvaged. Sabotage, sorry. This round. That was an awful 181. What's my average? Oh, that's pretty good. I think I could beat that score. High score 206. Let's go. What's that? How was that so bad? I feel like that was in a reasonable round. That was my average score. Concentrate properly this time. Oh, come on. This isn't going to be a high scoring round, is it? Let's be honest. Just breathe. Some collateral there. A little bit better, but not great. Didn't get the high score, so let's see what this one. I think this is a really tricky one, actually. And if anyone really has made it this far, fair play to you. This is not the most thrilling watch, but here we are. Oop. I'm really sure what this one is trying to achieve here, but it's just a bit of a micro tracking, I guess. Let's try and concentrate. Boop. There we go. Just imagine that being a Valkyrie just flying around, getting up in my goodies. Trying to track as best I can. I'm doing an awful job. I think I'm doing better than I did yesterday, so I'll be interested to see how the score reflects. I got 1,299 and almost my high score, so I'm really happy with that. Let's try again. Concentrate this time. Try and take some deep breaths. My chatting is throwing me off. And we got one more of this exercise after this one, and then I don't know how much more there is to do, honestly, for this whole routine. I feel like I've been doing it for a while now. I knew that wasn't as good. Right, I really am going to shut up this time and see if we can get a better score. I'm sure some of you are watching this thinking this is painful in terms of not just how dry the content is, but in terms of how bad I am at doing it. That was frustrating that I got my high score, I think. At the end, I get the odd flicker of frame drops. I think it's because I'm recording. I've not had that before. I can't remember what this one is actually. Oh, it's a tracking exercise, so I don't have to flick onto it, I just have to track it. I can't actually do this one very well. On a low sense, it doesn't lend itself to this sort of tracking, but I'll give it a go. Boop. There we are. I'm doing better than I did yesterday, although, as you can see, I'm not doing great. The thing I like about aim training isn't so much, well, I do enjoy the exercises, don't get me wrong, but it's more the way that it makes me feel when I go in game afterwards. So 184. Just feel like I don't have to think too much about it. Yeah, that was bad. Let's try again. So when I'm in a game and I haven't aim trained, which I've only started doing recently, I feel like I'm overthinking my aiming. Whereas when I've done such intense exercises beforehand to train my brain and my aim efficiently and effectively, it's just less thought involved, and I tend to take more shots that I wouldn't have otherwise taken, or it definitely helps. My consistency in game, which for me is Apex. What was that? 230. Let's see. Almost my high score. Let's try that one more time. See if we can get the high score this time. What do you think? I'm actually doing this on my lunch break. I'm just eating a very quick bowl of pasta and then doing some aim training. Then I'll go back to work. Save the world through the power of Excel and Microsoft 365 applications. Someone's got to do it. We can't all be heroes. Although clearly I am. Fucking heroic. Right, what was that? 230. Ah, almost. Let's see what we got next. Is this the same one again? Or have I done 3? Yeah, maybe not. As with all things in life, you get out of these exercises what you put in, and clearly this isn't the most focused session I've had, but I'm still trying. I find it really interesting, the psychology of aim training. By that I mean, when I do well, partway through the exercise I start stressing myself out or getting excited, and part of the aim training for me is learning how to control those emotions, because I get them everywhere in life, not just in aim training. When I'm in a conversation and I'm getting the upper hand, or a negotiation, I get excited, and the only way to overcome those emotions is by exposing yourself to them very, very frequently, which is kind of what this is about for me. I've got exactly the same score. What are the odds in that? Let's see what this exercise is then. Is this the same again? Jesus, I'm doing 6 of these, am I? Please just stay still for a minute. Help me with my score. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice if you just stayed still. Little bugger. Oh, there we are. That was a good one. Maybe if I talk to it. So, Valentine's Day was yesterday. If you've got this far in the video, prove it by telling me, look at that, 298, I think that's my high score. Tell me, to see what the number 100 score is on this. Got a ways to go yet. If you made it this far in the video, tell me what you did for Valentine's Day. Even if that was blow kisses at a fish. I want to know. I bought my partner a hoodie that is only sold in like quadruple XL. You can't buy any other size. And she was very happy with that. What else did I buy her? I bought her something else as well, but it hasn't arrived yet. And the very slim chance of her finding this video. And then the even slimmer chance of her watching it this far. I won't tell you what it is. Yeah. I just absolutely destroyed my best on this exercise. And that's through the power of chatting shit to distract myself with the pressure. Maybe that's a trick to this. What's funny about this is I really am just sat here talking to myself. I got the same score again. What a legend. And that's it. All done. So, I'm going to go back to the lobby. I'm going to show you my stats. So somehow, I don't really do any precision, cognition, speed ones. Didn't know I did perception ones. What I focus on is tracking and flicking, because that's what I do most in Apex. So I'm over the moon with that as a landing board at the moment, considering I've only been doing it for less than a month. I've been doing it for about 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Is that true? But yeah, that's the routine that I am enjoying at the moment. It is Hollow collaboration with Voltaic, Apex Legends Essentials. Alright, laters.